Hey guys, welcome back. This is still 9.6. This is part B. Okay. Just to finish up this section, let's cross multiply this. So I have 2x times x minus 4 equals x squared times 4 minus x. I'm going to get 2x squared here minus 8x. This is equal to 4x squared minus x cubed. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything on one side. I'm going to set it equal to 0. Since my x cubed is negative on the right, I'm going to move it to the left side, get positive x cubed. I'm going to subtract 4x squared with the 2x squared, get negative 2x squared. Then I'm going to follow up with minus 8x. This is equal to 0. Go pull a GCF of x out. I get x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. And then I'm going to have x minus 4 times x plus 2. Of course, I said 2 and I wrote 4. So I got three answers here. One answer would be x is 0. My second answer looks like x equals positive 4. And my third and last answer looks like negative 2. Now we do have to check these to make sure they work. So I'm going to do in red these zeros. So this is 2 times 0 over 4 minus 0. That's going to equal 0 squared, 0 minus 4. The right side is definitely 0. 0 divided by anything, in this case negative 4, it's going to be 0. This is 0 divided by positive 4, which is 0. So this is a good one. Okay, in orange, let's do 4. So I have 2 times 4 here. 4 minus 4. And there's no reason to really even write this other side, because 4 minus 4 is 0. You cannot divide by 0. So this is a no-go. And then let's finish up with negative 2. So this is 2 times negative 2. 4 minus a negative 2 equals negative 2 squared. Negative 2 minus 4. So this is going to be negative 4 over 6. This is 4 over negative 6. Yep, those equal. So this is a good answer. So our final answer is 0 and negative 2, and 4 is an extraneous solution. Let's try number 8 here. My common denominator. Well, if I factor this, this is x plus 3, x minus 3. So my common denominator, which I'm going to say is CB up here, is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3. So when you look at this first fraction, I'm missing an x plus 3, but what I'm going to do is actually get rid of these fractions by multiplying every single thing in here times x plus 3, x minus 3. So when you look at this first one, the x minus 3 will cancel out, and I'll be left with 2x times x plus 3 equals. This x plus 3x minus 3 cancels out with this, leaves me with just 3x, plus 2 times x plus 3, x minus 3, because there is nothing in the denominator to cancel out either of those. So basically I multiplied each one of these times that common denominator. So now I don't have to worry about fractions. So over here I'm looking at 2x squared plus 6x equals 3x plus, this is 2x squared minus 18. Remember, this is here, x squared minus 9. And if I distribute 2 into that, I get 2x squared minus 18. Looks like I'm going to have to set it equal to 0, but actually what I've just noticed is my 2x squared, if I try to subtract one over to the other, will leave me with 6x equals 3x minus 18. So I subtract 3x over, I get 3x equals negative 18. X is going to be negative 6. So all it looks like we have one solution here to check. So I'm going to go ahead and check this one. I got 2 times negative 6 over negative 6 minus 3 equals 3 times negative 6 over negative 6 squared minus 9. And then I'm going to add 2 on the end. So this looks like negative 12 over negative 9. Over here I have negative 18. 36 minus 9 plus 2. So this guy here is going to be 4/3. Over here I'm going to have negative 18 over 27. This is reducing to negative 2/3. This is going to be 6/3. Okay, so 4/3 is going to equal 4/3. So this answer is a good one. Okay. see it, you would just write 4/3 equals 4/3. So there's basically 7 and 8. Right. Let's move down here to the last one. This one's a little more challenging, okay? Start with what you know. Distance equals rate times time. Okay, you're going upstream and you're going downstream. So one way you're going to have the current, one way you're not going to have the current. It takes 53 minutes. It's 5 miles up, so you know the distance is 5, and 5 miles back. So both these D's are 5 miles. The rate's going to change. It's going to be the rate, let's see, 12 miles per hour, plus whatever the current is. So if I have with the current, it's going to be plus C, and if I don't have the current, it's minus C. Now we don't know how long each time was, but we know together it was 53 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this equal to T, which would be B over R. So if I take the time going up the river, plus the time it took to go down the river, this will equal my total time. Well, obviously, Mr. Sands, right? So how is this going to work out? All right, let's try time up the river, okay? That will be this one with the current. So the time going up the river is going to be distance, which is 5 miles, over 12 miles per hour plus the current, C, because it's D over R. That's what I'm doing, distance over rate. Plus the time going down, which would be the distance, 5 miles again, and this would be 12 minus C. Now this equals 53 minutes total time. However, I cannot leave it as 53 minutes because I'm talking about the miles per hour, and I don't want to convert miles per hour into miles per minute or miles per second. So I'm just going to change 53 minutes into hours, which would be 53 minutes out of 60 minutes. That would be in an hour. Okay, our units are now hours. So at this point, we need a common denominator. The common denominator would be 12 plus C, 12 minus C, times 60. So when I multiply this entire thing times 60 times, it's a horrible two. Okay, so what we're going to do is multiply by 12 plus C, 12 minus C. Right, so when I multiply this in, the 12 plus C is going to cancel out in these two. So when I have 60 times 12 minus C times 5, plus, this is going to be 5 times 60 times 12 plus C for this guy. And then the last one, the 60 is going to cancel out. So this is going to be 53 times 12 plus C times 12 minus C. All right, a lot of multiplication to go here. So I'm going to do 5 times 60 first. That's 300. So basically this is what I'm looking at. And this is 300. 12 plus C. Over here it's going to be 53 times 144 minus C squared. Because the inner and outers will cancel out, 12C minus 12C. All right, let's distribute the 300s in. So this is 3600 minus 300C. This is going to be 3600 plus 3300C. 53 times 144. I do not have that memorized off the top of my head. So let's pull out our handy calculator, type that in. So I'm going to do, what was it, 53 times 144. So it looks like 7632 minus 53C squared. Now, the 300C minus 300C cancels out. So, what I'm looking at here is 7200 equals 7632 minus 53C squared. I'm going to subtract 7632 from both sides, negative 432 equals negative 53C squared. I need to divide that now. Okay, so I got 432 divided by 53, because negative divided by negative is positive. No sense in typing that in. I'm going to get 8.15 yada yada. 0.943396 equals C squared. I need to take the square root of that guy. Where is she? And square root of that answer. And it looks like we're getting, for C, plus or minus 2.854985709. So your current is approximately 2.85 miles per hour. All right, so if you're going upstream, you're traveling at 14.85 miles per hour. If you're going, or should I say downstream, you're going 14.85 miles per hour. If you're going upstream, it's actually 9.15 miles per hour. So there's the speed of the current. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in class, all right? Take care.